So, we begin Arise 360 today with a story that borders on family, values, and hope. And most importantly, love. A few days ago on Arise 360 with me, we all watched as the dynamic twins, the Mamuzee Twins, announced the launch of their campaign against fake news. And finally responded to the viral video by Daddy Showkey, where it was alleged that they abandoned their mother for 17 years. Let's take a look at what has happened between then and now.
This Mamuzee Twins, their mama, for 17 years, they abandoned their mama. They don't go see their mama for 17 years. Now they put her for Instagram, say their mama died. God go punish her for there. Idiot mumu, which mama wanna get? All those illegal pastor them. This Mamuzee Twins, they're gonna talk say they be Christian. Come on, get out, idiot. Idiot, your mama for 17 years, you know go see your mind, you know the shit.
Whoa. Every time I talk about that story, I get emotional. And one of the reasons why we didn't take it out of Google, because we want our kids to grow up and see that. I was betrayed by a friend that I have never gained anything from, that I've gained so much from me. When I'm talking about so much, I'm talking about financially and otherwise. You know, he has gained a lot from me, billions of naira.
Oh, wow.
I can tell you that. You know, his first video was shot by me. You know, we sponsored his first video.
Yeah, wow.
Yes, all the costumes. All the costumes was provided by us. I mean, you know, and he did what he did, not because he felt, you know, we're a threat to him or whatever. He did what he did because he felt, okay, if I get more followership, I was going to get paid, you know, and I could ruin a life. So he did what he did.
You know, the truth is, the reason why we did not sue for defamation of character, the reason why we didn't sue Showkey and my sisters and my elder brothers for defamation of character was because, personally, and this is real, God told us to keep quiet, that he will show himself mighty, and he did.
Well, following that conversation, Daddy Showkey has reacted to the response by the twin musical duo Mamuzee Twins over this allegation made 3 years ago that they abandoned their mother who was ill and pretended to care after she died. And he is here with us in Arise 360, laughing and giggling, and obviously ready to offer some more insight and comments on the matter. Daddy Showkey, first of all, I have to just say this. What did we do on Arise now?
No, Kashi, you people, I respect your station a lot.
Thank you.
But I was surprised when I saw this interview. And I waited for some days to wait for you guys to get in touch with me, because you see, my name is what I live with, and I cannot give anybody any chance to destroy.
But you saw that message that I sent in.
I saw that message, and I found out that you sent me message in year 2000.
Exactly, because I had been on this story before, so I had tried to reach out to you.
You understand, but you see, I saw it when you sent me another message.
Exactly.
But you see, I love my mother, and my mother is somebody that suffered a lot for me. And when it comes to anybody's mother, I respect people that respect their mother. I don't want to go to too much details, because if I start going into details, I might get angry.
Of course, we already spoke about that in detail, about how you don't want to touch on specific matters, especially because those subjects also require certain videos, which you've also shared with me, and we will not be sharing on the show today.
You see, first of all, Tony and Andrew,
which of course will be the Mamuzee Twins.
I grew up with them. They were my friends.
Yeah.
And for their siblings to see that, okay, who is close to them, that can talk to them with what was going on, they reached me. And they called me, they told me that their mother was sick, that Tony and Andrew have not seen their mother for 17 good years.
Yeah.
And when they told me that, immediately I said, okay, don't worry. Their brother in the UK was the person that got in touch with me. I called Tony on phone. And you see, I just thank God that this thing is coming up, and I really, really need to tell the world, and this is not for only Tony and Andrew, it's for people that like abandoning their parents because of wealth, or because of you have famous, or because you think you are something that somebody has.
But the thing is, the twins insist that they did not abandon their parents. They said that, how is that even possible? And they also alluded to the fact that, according to them, you never
that's why I say, I really am, even right now in this interview, I'm holding myself. I don't want to use words that will not be good.
Yes.
Because I have to tell you that those boys are a bunch of liars.
Because if they will say me, I did not call them. That is one thing that's why I was shocked. For even them to come to in national TV and say I did not, I called them. You see, the process that Mama died, I was talking to her. She was in the hospital, and I was just trying to console her that she should not worry. I will get in touch with Tony. So immediately I called Tony and Andrew. They told me that they were in worry in the church. That unless the statement they used was that I was drinking Panadol for another person's headache.
But would you say you were? I mean, what would you say your relationship with them was? Why were you so passionate about it?
First of all, when I left Pretty Busy Boys, the group that I was with, and I was close to them because we used to go to the same gym and we grew up in the same neighborhood. Although they used to say they grew up for Ikoyi, you know, but we grew up in Ajegule. And their mother, anytime I go to visit them, their mother she was a very good person to me. She will receive me. She will not even look at that because me, I grew up in the street. Most people don't want their children to associate with me because I was really rough in the street. But that woman did not do that. She received me no matter what people say about me. Sometimes I will come to their house. Tony and Andrew will not be around. She will say, okay. She will say, hey, Showkey, hold on. She will say they should buy food for me to eat and relax and wait for them to come. So just imagine for the seedlings to even think, even sometimes their elder brothers, if they having birthday, I will from Ajegula will go to Relay to visit one of their elder brother was holding birthday by
so there was a close relationship.
We were very close. But you see, like they said in their video, they said that they borrowed me, they financed my video, they did costume for me. First of all,
which is why they said they felt very hurt by
the betrayal. They did not finance. I want to correct that impression. They are not Felim Music. It is Felim Music that sponsored my album. It is Felim Music that paid for the video. And I will be honest with you, every clothes that I used in doing that video, I borrowed every clothes. I don't know the one that is their own. The only thing I know that is my own is the chicken.
I don't want to laugh because this is a serious conversation.
No, but because it's the truth. I don't lie. I will tell you the way it is. And if today they will come on national TV and be boasting and be bragging, for me they were boasting and bragging because anything I do for you, it is the people. It is me that did it for you. It is you that will tell the world, not you, not me boasting. I did this for you. I did this for you. And for your information, I don't want to go to that interview, starting picking words that they were saying.
Yeah.
But I go back to the one of Mama. Because they say I did not call them.
Yeah.
I want them to, they say they are Christians, they say they are not born, they play gospel music, they do this. Tony told me categorically that if I want them to die, I should force them to go and see their mother. That the pastor, they are in the church in Wadi, their pastor told them that their mother is a witch. That was what they told me. And when he made that statement, I was begging them. I was still begging them that they should come. They should come and see Mama. That the brother was telling me that if the mother died and Tony and Andrew does not come, for him, that means they don't exist anymore. I said, okay. I was trying to make peace between them and their siblings so that there will be no problem. But do you know, I was talking on video. Yeah. I was watching their mother died.
You know, it's interesting you're saying this now because just before we started this interview, you actually showed me certain videos and we spoke to certain people that corroborated your story.
See, my dear...
Just before we keep up this conversation, because there's still a lot to unpack, we're going to have to take a quick break. Okay. But do stay with us. We're far from being done with this conversation. Daddy Showkey is still with us, and not to worry, there's still so much more because there's a lot of Daddy Showkey to unpack today. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
If you see my mama, Hosanna, tell her so, Hosanna, never forget to, Hosanna, know that problem, Hosanna. If you see my mama, Hosanna, tell her so, Hosanna, never forget to, Hosanna, know that problem, Hosanna.
Now, when I listen to this song, to be honest, if you see my mama, Hosanna, the love of a mother, I don't think it's something that anyone watching cannot relate to. And when I see the passion in your eyes when you speak on this, I have to remind myself that it's not your mom you're talking about. You feel this is something that happens all over. People forgetting their parents because, according to you, they've just gotten the certain level of affluence. So away from the whole drama,
do you know when some people will deny their parents because they are in a certain level? You will be ashamed of your mom, you will be ashamed of your dad because you are mixing, like according to them, they don't know president.
Tell me about your mom, Daddy Showkey.
Flossie baby, the most beautiful.
Flossie baby, you don't kill me, don't do that. I call my mother Aji baby, so it's interesting.
My mother is Flossie baby, the most beautiful. You see, my dear, you know why I am passionate about this issue of this Tony and Andrew. I don't want to make them to be popular by calling their stage name. The truth, and that is the truth, because when I do that, because they say I was spreading fake news.
And the campaign is against fake news.
And they are the people now that are spreading fake news. Because
but would you agree that sometimes for each person, the truth is subjective? Maybe in their minds. Do you think maybe sometimes they actually genuinely strongly believe that the way you see the situation is not how it is for them? Do you think that there's a possibility?
You see, sometimes some people, they get to a level where they forget themselves when fame. See, popularity can never change me. There's nothing that I will have in my life that will make me to see Flossie baby, the most beautiful. To see my mother as if one person's mother is better than my mother because you are richer than me or because no. My mother, I know what I lost my dad when I was, that's why I'm very passionate when it comes to this issue of people treating their mother like nothing or abandoning your parents because of one pastor coming out to tell you that anybody that will tell me that my mother, Flossie baby, the most beautiful, is a witch, that pastor no go preach the next day for in church.
The most beautiful.
Because my mom, I know what I went through. That was why when I saw what they did, I'm just trying to hold myself on this program because I don't really.
I know. If you look back on everything that has happened,
yes.
Do you wish in any form you did anything differently, like anything at all?
The only
if you could go back in time, what would you change?
If I can go back in time, I will force Tony and Andrew to go and see their mom because their mom would not have died. That joy of their mom seeing those two twins that day would have saved that woman. I know. See, Mama was telling me, I was watching her like this, dying. I just dropped the phone. It's not up to 1 hour that I dropped the phone that woman died. Even on the video that I showed you, you will see her breathing her last breath. She was saying, if it is only, oh my God, if it's only those,
I know.
And those boys are even opening their mouth on national TV and saying that I am spreading fake news because of what? Because I begged you that you should go and see your mom on a sick bed. A woman you've not seen for 17 good years. Now you went on national TV saying that you were trying to build a house. Build a house for who?
When I think of everything,
to bury somebody that you did not try to save the life.
Daddy Showkey, when I think of everything you're saying, I know it might be hard to imagine, but I know strongly that it comes from a place of love. At the foundation of it all, I can categorically and confidently say that you love this family. So do you think ever that
you see, Kashi, you don't know Tony and Andrew. You see, let me tell you why
I don't have to, but I
think let me tell you why I say you don't know them. You see, these children were children that the way the mother was pampering them, most of us were jealous.
Yeah.
Because the woman was treating them as if they were egg, and they will wear the same clothes. They will look. You will know these boys were born and they grow up in Ajegule. They will be behaving as if because of the way they were.
You know what?
Taking them. But you see, for them, I don't know where they lost it.
To be honest, it's hard to say because at the end of the day, like I said, these things are subjective. But you know what, Daddy Showkey? I think because I can't lose you to this conversation only. I mean, I want to know about you now, Daddy Showkey. I've entered your space. How are you? I'm actually offended, and I'll tell you why, Daddy Showkey. You see, we just played a song right now, Daina, Uzana. And it's not just you, Daddy Showkey.
The song you just played.
Leave that one. It's not just you. Everyone, that Ajegule vibe.
Yeah.
What happened? It's as if everybody just grew up, got more mature, life happened, and you just said, oh yeah, now everybody to your tent to Israel.
No,
what happened to the music?
What happened to me
Okay, what happened
what I
to
can
you?
talk about.
Yeah.
You see, first of all, I had a car accident.
Okay.
In 2007, that my spinal cord, I had a spine injury that kept me away for 3 years. You understand? And for that 3 years, I was in the hospital. I could not walk. But when I came back, and I have to, there's a lot of people that played a major role, that play a role to make me to be walking today.
Oh, that's amazing.
You understand? But you see, people like Gospel Akpa, because it was Gospel Akpa, I was in the hospital for 3 years. That's why sometimes when it gets to this angle, that's why I am maybe because of my person. People say I'm too emotional.
Yeah.
What I did for Tony and Andrew, sorry to go back to them.
Okay.
It's just love, my brother. Please come and see your mom. Did I do anything wrong?
No, you didn't. But let's go back to the music conversation.
That was now when they carry me on your channel. Now when they carry me on our channel.
Daddy Showkey, you have tried. You have tried.
They said they don't get this president.
No. See, Daddy Showkey, I want to know. It's just a simple question. Your music, where is it? Where is it going? Daddy Showkey is here. Everybody wants to know. When are we getting something? Are we getting something anytime soon? Daddy Showkey, you have to give me an answer. In fact, you're going to dance Galala.
No, right now, I just launched. We are on test run.
Okay.
I just launched a social media platform called Confirm Made. Confirm Made is an interactive social media platform where you can share sweet memories, share good things. It's our own reply to Facebook, because most people here, we feel that we cannot do anything. Yeah. And this one now, Confirm Made, is owned by a Nigerian, that is me, because I'm a Confirm Made. Yeah. You can say you are a Confirm Made. Confirm Made is you to be proud of yourself. Yeah. We're proud of our way of dressing, our way of life. We don't need to be anybody. You understand? Yeah. And Confirm Made is a platform that is our own platform. We need to start. Because if you go to other countries, they have their own social media platforms, like in China and things like that. Facebook that we are talking about is from America. Yeah. So right now we have our own Confirm Made.
Well, I mean, this is technology. So are you saying that when it comes to music, we just have to wait a little longer? Music
is me. Yeah. It's inside me.
It is.
But right now I have to diversify. Even to the extent I want to start selling water too.
Oh, okay.
Because if you, as a musician, you must have something to fall back on, because there's a time in life that things will go slow. You must have something. But Confirm Made is a platform. It's still with music, because anything social media now the music is on social media too.
I have to ask you a question, Daddy Showkey. 15 million naira or cut your dreads off?
For 50 billion, I will not cut my dread.
Why?
Because my dread is a covenant between me and God, that if you carry me from ghetto to grace, I won't cut my hair anymore. I can only trim my hair, I will not cut my hair. A lot of people have
How long is it now?
My hair, if I stand, it will be on the ground. You won't believe me.
I remember the Dinah video. Your hair was barely even crossing your
because that was the, you see that video was shot in the house where I was born. Yeah. And in the same room I had today's my first son's birthday. My son is 25 years old. So 25 years ago I became a dad.
Look at that.
In the same room that I was born. And I pray for my son not to be like those people that abandon their family. All these people that abandon on our family.
Okay. So, you're never cutting your hair off.
No,
I have another question for you, Daddy Showkey. I know a lot of people might kill me for this, but I feel like, you see this leg work that we are dancing today? Yes. Is it just me, or is it an advanced Galala?
You are correct in one way. You know why? Because when you create something, you create it for people to emulate it and build from it. Yeah. You will be a failure for you to create something and nobody's copying you. Yeah. All these children, what they are doing today, anytime I see it, if you go back to my archives, you will see everything they are doing. They do their backbone, they do
the faces.
Everything shows the same Galala movement. But I thank my God. Yeah. I thank my God because we've created something from nothing for people. At least some families have a breadwinner today from what we've created. Exactly. And me too. At my time, I was a breadwinner for my family too.
Daddy Showkey, this has been epic. Thank you so much for joining me on Arise 360 today.
Anytime. Arise, no kind.